Yes guys, welcome back to another episode of Rugby Union this week. It's been a while, we've had issues with the internet here in my flat. Don't get me started on BT, but we've got loads to get through, lots of interesting news. Obviously with Six Nations coming up, loads coming up on the channel, so do subscribe, leave a like and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. We're going to start with the big news of the week. It's Saracens. They are going to be relegated at the end of the season for salary cap law breaches. Of course, they were deducted points originally and also fined £5.3 million, but it seems like they haven't done enough between then and now to show that they're working on getting rid of these big earners that will then balance the books. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, Saracens DOR, Director of Rugby, Mark McCall, has come out and said that they will offload players next season with them down the championship, simply won't be able to afford those types of players. It seems harsh on the players and on the fans, but I'm glad to see that Premiership Rugby have taken this seriously, have taken the correct steps to hopefully sort this out to stop other teams from doing it. It's a big thing. Fans, rugby fans, let me know in the comments down below what are your thoughts on this one. It's a big decision, but finally it seems like they're taking it a little bit more serious than originally thought. It is harsh maybe, but I feel it is necessary. Staying with Sarries, Billy Vunipola has been ruled out of this year's Six Nations for England. He has a broken arm. He suffered it in the win against Racing on the weekend in the Champions Cup. Saracens, of course, are through to the quarter-finals, but he's out for England. A big loss there. He's an incredible player, such a dynamic, powerful ball carrier. He will certainly be missed by Sarries. So two bad things for Sarries. They miss a player, and also they're relegated, and it's going to have a knock-on effect for England. Ulster centre has been called up to the Ireland squad. It is, of course, Stuart McCloskey. He's been called up after playing really well for Ulster. He wasn't called up to Farrell's original 35-man squad, but he has been called up after some injuries. He's played an incredible role for Ulster this season, and he joins up with the team out in Portugal for a week ahead of the Six Nations. So he's a new player going over to Ireland. Ireland fans, Ulster fans, let me know in the comments your thoughts down below. So talking about international selection, we've got to talk about Willis Halaholo, who was originally called up to the Wales squad to face the Barbarians back in November. Now, he'd completed residency, a 3-year time at the Cardiff Blues after moving over from New Zealand. At the time, he was playing really good rugby, looking like he'd really fit into Wales, and especially with the centre injury crisis that we had. But he injured his knee in a game in the Pro 14 and was ruled out for the rest of the season. Now, the abuse that he got from so many fans worldwide, and unfortunately so-called Wales fans, was quite bad and was really offensive, and a lot of racist comments. He did an interview this week talking about his frustrations with that, talking about where he'd come from, how hard he'd worked, and his ambition and desire to play for Wales. And there were so many Kiwi-born players or foreign players in so many different teams, especially in Wales. We've got Anscombe, we've got Hadley Parks, and now we got Nichols on the wing. It just seems as if that they didn't get any abuse. They were really welcomed in, and he says maybe because of the colour of his skin, he wasn't welcomed in as such. It's a real big shame. I hope to see him in a Wales shirt, but it's really sad to see that happened. So sticking with the Blues, we talk about Dimitri Arhip, the prop for Cardiff Blues. He signed a new long-term deal to keep him at the Cardiff Arms Park. He had a 7-year stint at the Ospreys and then moved over to Cardiff. He says his family's really integrated well into Cardiff. He's got children in Welsh schools in the city, and he says he's very comfortable living there. A big injury concern for Wales, Louis Rhys-Zammit, the winger who burst onto the team with Gloucester, has been called up to the Wales squad, but over the weekend, playing against Toulouse in their defeat, he rolled over his ankle after scoring a try. There's no news about how serious this injury is. Tried to do some research on it, couldn't find any news about it, so we wait to see how serious that one is. So there we go, that's Rugby Union Weekly for this week. If you have any thoughts and any comments on the different subjects we talked about, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe, leave a like on the video, loads coming up with the Six Nations on the channel. So I will see you on the next one.